Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo. In today's video, I'm going to create something for the challenge of Enjoy Pink with Us. In the most recent curated bead box called Midnight Garden, these are some of the things we received. Isn't this a pretty pendant? And then we got some tassels and some pink beads. And when I opened it up, I thought, I have to do something with these for Enjoy Pink with Us. And I'm not going to make a necklace. I think I'm going to make a Christmas ornament. And today I'm going to take you on the process of designing something, because I really have no idea what it's going to turn out to look like. I just know that I want to use some pink beads, the tassels, and this. So stay tuned and see what we come up with. So at first I thought I wanted to use these, but I think they're a little big and I may not use them. But then again, I might. But right now, I'm just going to set them aside. I think this is going to be more of a better scale because I don't want to overpower this. This needs to be the focal point. And I thought, we could take the tassel and maybe hang it down here. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to first take off some beads, and I think I'm going to need some wire. And I'm going to use silver tone wire. Let's see. I've got some leftover silver tone wire here. And at first I was thinking, this kind of reminds me of a what do you call them, a dream catcher. And I was thinking to put like a bead on here, but I think this bead's too big. So I thought about putting a little bead, but then that bead's too small. But I thought, you know what? Maybe I can bead something in the center here. So let's try that. So I have my 20 gauge silver tone wire. And I don't know if I'm going to use all of this or not, so I'm not going to go all the way down to the center, but I am going to attach it to the flower. And like I said, I really don't know what I'm doing. So we'll see what comes about here. And make sure the wire is tight and we don't have any funky loops hanging out. All right, I think I want it a little bit tighter. Because I do have some that's just poking out there. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put a bead here. When you work with wire like this, it's a lot like sewing. All right, I'm going to come back up here. Put another bead on. Yeah, let's see, we need to have one more bead here. I want these to be together. I don't want them to be all separated. And I also want the back to look kind of pretty. So maybe I'll stick another bead in the back. Maybe I'll put it on this one. In fact, I'll put them on both. Maybe we'll just do 3 back here too. There we go. Okay, I'm not really liking the way it's looking right here. I have a piece of wire that's, in my opinion, is sticking up too much. So I'm going to fiddle around with it, maybe even do a little swirly to kind of cover that up. I only have 2 beads on this side, and I think I need a 3rd. So let me put the longer end here, pull it through. And get the 3rd bead over here. Sometimes the wire has a mind of its own, and sometimes you can tell it who's boss, but sometimes it's going to tell you who's boss. And that's when you just kind of have to go with it. All right, so we're back over here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist these ends. Okay. Let's see. And then I think I'll clip that. And I'm going to take my round nose pliers. Let me flatten this out a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to do a little spiral. Okay, so we have a little spiral in there. And I think we need some sparkle. I think we need a little bit of bling. So I'm going to look through my crystals and see what we have. And I need to get me some more wire. And I think I'm probably going to get some thinner wire. This was 20 gauge. I'm going to see if I've got 22 or maybe even 24 gauge. All right, so I found these ballet pink crystals, and I've got some 24 gauge wire. I just need to figure out where I want to start. I don't think I want to go out around the edges. I think I want to stay in the middle and just kind of build this up. Okay, once I have it on there, I'll make sure that my wire is tight. We don't have any bumps going on. I'm just going to start putting some crystals around. And I am going to want them on both sides. And the wire can get a little fiddly. You just need to play around with it. Right now I'm working on one side though. And I don't know, I might flip it over here. There we go, we got one over there. Let's see, go through here. Kind of got a rhythm going here. Anyway, I'm going to continue just to go back and forth on this. And sometimes I can use my pliers to pull the wire. You don't want to pull it too tight because you don't want to crack your beads. All right, so I think I've got everything pretty much wired in. I did have to add another bright pink bead. I think it was on this side because it needed a little bit more balance. It was very off-kiltered. So I ended with the two pieces of wire on this side, and so I'm just going to twist like I did on the other side and then just make a loop, kind of a swirly loop thing. I'm not going to cut this end off. Well, maybe I will. It may poke out weird. So I'm just going to use my round nose pliers again here and just make a swirl. Oops. Now I want to make sure that nothing's poking out. We don't want anybody getting scratched on their ornament. Okay, so we got that part done. I still want to use that tassel. Well, I was trying to figure out a way to use one of these beads, but the holes aren't quite big enough to fit on the tassel. I did hang the tassel here, but I'm not sure I like it. It looks a little wimpy to me. So maybe we can hang 3 tassels on there. Let's see if that'll be good and not so wimpy looking. Gotta find that. Pull them through the loop. Boom. I don't know. You need to trim those off. Well, I decided to leave the tassels on and added a bow at the top, and I'm very pleased with it. I'd like to thank y'all for joining me today, and go check out all the other participants. People are doing jewelry, paper crafts, all kinds of different crafts. Just use the hashtag #EnjoyPink with us. And y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.